It's not out of the realm of possibility. As I kind of mentioned earlier, we've had changing goalposts when it comes to nutritional or ideal diets in this country and as a society in general. And I think when we're talking about a lot of these programs, that is a concern that a lot of times critics will come up with. They're like, I don't want people buying Twinkies and soda pop or soda. So, but that's a critique that people hear. And I think that gets a lot of credence because people are like, why am I paying for these things that are inherently unhealthy? But I think we should look at the system as a whole. And if we're looking at the kind of benefits, whether that's SNAP, whether that's general welfare assistance, any of those types of programs, I think we should look at what design safety nets can have to be a little bit better. And when we talk about the SNAP program, one of the things that it does in a very beneficial way, and we can talk about the waste and the fraud and all that stuff, but that's a separate conversation,
Sure.
is that it gives consumers, or it gives the people who are receiving it, purchasing power. And what that allows them to do is actually send market or signals in the marketplace. It gives them purchasing power. It allows restaurants or grocery stores, well, some restaurants, depending on what it is, to meet their demands in a market friendly way. And it helps direct resources to kind of like the low income needs that we
Right.
can see. And food is getting cheaper, and there are cheaper alternatives available. And so I think when we're talking about reforming, we can have honest conversations about what makes a person qualify for this type of assistance. How do we get rid of fraud and waste? Those are
Right.
good conversations we should be having. But I think if we want to focus on trying to micromanage what food people put in their bodies, it gives the government a lot of control and it ignores some of the more impactful reforms that could actually take place within these programs.